everybody, my name's Rosie and welcome to my channel. How are you all? I hope you're all doing really well. So it's been ages. I haven't filmed a video in absolutely ages. I think it's like 3 weeks, potentially one of the longest I've ever been without filming a video. But I thought we would have a little catch up whilst I build this pram for my dog, which I'll get to. Pram for my dog, which I'll get to explaining in a little while. But yeah, it's been ages and I need to build this pram that I've got for Lola. And I thought we could have a bit of a catch up about where I've been and what's been going on whilst we do it. So yeah, let's get going. If you are new here, two little pugs. This is Peggy. Lola on Friday had lots and lots of teeth out, which I'll get to explaining in a minute. Here she is. You might be able to see the top of her head there. Feeling very sorry for herself, but she's not been a very well pup as of late. So that's something that I fill you in on as well. So, got this pram for Lola from Amazon. I'll link it down below. My mum actually bought it for her, so I'm super grateful for that. So I need to build it. Yeah. So I'll start with lolly pants of what's been going on. So I noticed probably about the week before I went on holiday, maybe a bit before then, that she wasn't walking that great. Like, she was just really unstable on her legs. Just looks a little bit like she's drunk, you know. And it's like, I've been saying to a few people, if it was Peggy acting that way, instantly I would know there was something wrong. But Lola, who you don't see often for the same reasons, is really grumpy. She's a very grumpy pug, always has been. It's just her nature. She's a bit of a diva. If she wants to do something, she will. If she doesn't, she absolutely won't, and she'll let you know. And it's those sorts of things, like she started barking at the bottom of the stairs. Now if Peggy did that, I'd be like, that's really weird. But for Lola to do that, that's not that weird. Like, little things like that. But anyway, I noticed that she was a bit unstable on her back legs. So I took her to the vet. And they first of all said that they think it is something to do with loss of sensation in her spine. So they gave her an anti-inflammatory and these drugs that she had to take, and then for 2 weeks. So she had that, and she was due to have her teeth out on the Friday, so it was 2 weeks before then. And so when I took her back to the vet, they said after the 2 weeks after the injection and whatnot, I told them it's not made any difference. Like, she's still really wobbly. She just slips over all the time. She looks a little bit like she's drunk. Also, like when she's going to the toilet for a number 2, she's starting and then getting up and walking off while still going to the toilet. She's not finishing. So originally he was at these all connected, a few other bits as well to her. So it's pretty much all done. I just need to put the wheels on, look. To this sensation of the spine, he was basically like where she's got inflammation of the spine, she can't feel when she has or hasn't finished. So it's like, okay, right, that makes sense. Anyway, the injection hadn't done anything, it didn't work. Peggy. So when she was under anaesthetic having her teeth out, and I don't know exactly how many teeth she had out, but she's now left with 4. She had a lot of teeth out, nearly all of her teeth, right? So he said, oh, while she's under an anaesthetic, let's do an x-ray on her spine. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's great. So they did an x-ray on her spine, and no, we're not talking about you, thank you. Did an x-ray on her spine and it came back fine. Nothing wrong with her spine at all. So therefore he said to me that he believes it's basically her nerves are dying, which apparently is very common in German Shepherds. So it means she's not in any pain, which is great, but it means that there's nothing they can do. We can't improve it, and it's going to get worse over time. So I'm glad she's not in pain. However, she now can't walk very far, and this has happened like quite quickly. So usually I would take them for really long walks, especially at a weekend when you know, when it's not raining, we'd go for like an hour and a half at least, maybe 2 hours. But she hasn't been able to do that. I'm literally just walking her like over the road, and she'll walk a little bit, and then not long after, maybe 15 minutes, not even that, 10, she's slowed right down and she just doesn't want to continue. So I don't want her missing out on walks, and I don't want Peggy missing out on walks either. So I thought the best thing to do is get her a pram. It's no different to a human being having a wheelchair. I don't want her, just because she's struggling with walking, to not see the world, still not get out, have fresh air, you know, get to see all the nice things. And she can still walk when she wants to, but I'll take the pram, and if she's struggling, then she can get in the pram, and if she's not, then she can carry on walking. So it looks like you just have to attach the wheels. So that's my situation with Lola. She's feeling very sorry for herself because she had all of her teeth out. Her face is like super swollen. It's Sunday today, she had them out on Friday. Loads of blood, just really horrible. So keeping a close eye on her, giving her a lot of TLC. She's gone, for some reason, she's gone to lay down on the kitchen floor. She doesn't want to be seen with me. She knows that she's being spoken about, I think. So yeah, that's the situation with her, the poor little babe. So I need to add these wheels on. Okay, I've done it, and I've worked out how to pop it back down. Wheels are on. How great is that? So it's got your cup holders here, there's your hood here, but then it's got like little windows here and at the back, storage underneath. So it means that they can stay out of the sun as well. You've got like another one here you can take off if you don't want this little one done up. Probably put another bit of layer in here. There is a cushion in here, pretty thin though. And then you've got little clips that you clip to their leads and harnesses. There's 2. So let's see what Lola thinks of it. Ready, Lolly Pants? Come on in. This is Lolly. What do you mean, Lolly Pants? What do you think? Oh, bless you. Oh, you look beautiful in there, Lola. Kiss. Thank you. Oh, your breast smells so much better now you had your tooth out. There she is. What do we think, Lolly Pants? See what she's like being pushed in them. You don't get to see Lola too often, and she's still feeling very sorry for herself. Yes, you are. She's a good girl. A grumpy girl, but a good girl. I'm honestly so happy with that, because that would just mean that she can go out for long walks with us. So anyway, that's the update on Lolly. I had a lovely holiday. I haven't seen you properly since holiday. I've been back ages now. I was there this time last month, but yeah, we had such a beautiful time. It was just beautiful, relaxing. The hotel was stunning. We went to Tenerife, and yeah, it was just really nice. We just ate. To be honest, the restaurants were really weird up there, so we did go all inclusive, but a few nights we went out for dinner. I just like to do that. Honestly, I don't eat a lot of meat. So even though the hotel we went to had a few restaurants, they were all very meat focused. So a few nights we did go out for dinner, and all the restaurants were exactly the same. It was really weird. Like, they looked different, but their menu was literally a copy and paste, apart from the curry house. So that was really weird. But I mean, there wasn't one meal that I was like, oh my god, this was amazing, which I do normally have that on holiday. But they were all okay. I had a couple of nice cocktails. One day we spent at the beach, which I love. It's my favourite day. I love that. and we went to the water park, Siam Park. That was really fun. It was my sister's first time. So yeah, we just had a lovely time, a really nice relaxed time. It was lovely to spend some time with my sister because we've never had an opportunity to do that before, like go away with each other. And we didn't grow up in the same house because we have different mums. So it was just a really lovely treat. I got a really nice tan, which has faded now pretty much. My belly's still got a little bit on, but pretty much faded now. And then came back, and then I did have the second week off, and my plan was to film lots. And then Lola wasn't that great, and then I wasn't very well. I've had this cough, which I've since been to the doctors. Well, I had the cough before I went on holiday, and that's not really been the problem. Like, the cough isn't like the biggest deal. I've still got it. But I haven't been able to breathe very well, and they are testing me now for asthma that's been brought on by COVID, so basically like a long COVID, and I've had COVID 5 stupid times, just because the environment I work in, I think, is just pick it up really easily. So yeah, that's good. But I've been given inhalers, which I've never really had to use inhalers before, and they are helping massively. So yeah, but that really, what else did I do on that week off? Just potted about and caught up, I think. It went really quickly. I can't remember now. But I've had lots of intentions to film for ages, and then I wasn't 100%. Oh, and then I got my blood test back from like when my hair was falling out. It's really weird. I've got my nails, oh my god, they're like a month in. I need to go get them soaked off. I just haven't had time. And last time I did it myself, I completely ruined my natural nails, so I don't want to. And I had my toes done for holiday, and my big toenails just split. I don't know how that's happened, but anyway, oh yeah, and I had my blood test back from the doctors, and they've like said I've got like 6 different deficiencies, like the vitamin D, obviously everyone in England has that, zinc, iron, folic acid, 2 others I can't remember now. So they give me supplements for a little while whilst I also look at my diet and try and introduce more foods with those sorts of things in, which I have been trying to do, but because again I don't eat lots of meat, I'm just eating loads of broccoli, spinach, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so I've been feeling, even though I've been having these supplements for like 3 weeks now, I don't feel any better. I feel so tired all the time. I feel so exhausted, and like I work and then I'm like, oh, I'll get home in the evening and I'll film, right? By the time I get home, I look like shit. I'd rather redo my makeup to film. I just honestly have no energy, and I work early, so like my job I have flexi time, so I get in work as early as I can. So I get up at about 5 AM, get to work for about 7, half 7, depending on how long it takes me to get ready, because I don't rush myself in the morning to get ready. I have a cup of tea, I'll watch a YouTube video whilst I'm getting ready, right? So yeah, half 7, and I leave work about half 3, 4, so I still have enough time to like do stuff in the evening, but I just haven't been. I just haven't wanted to do anything in between like normal life stuff, doing a bit of tidying up, and honestly I just don't know what I've done with my time. I just haven't been feeling 100%. And then Lola has been a huge worry, honestly, with her not being very well, not knowing what's wrong, and I convince myself all these awful things, and then I start thinking about like her not being here anymore, and then I'll just start randomly crying, and I know if you're a dog parent you'll completely understand that. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a boring time, but not a holiday. Holiday was great, but just a bit of a, not loads to catch up on, but that's where I've been basically. I just wanted to let you know, and I wanted to show you Lola's new pram, because yeah, how fucking cool is that? Also because where she's had all her teeth out and they used to eat kibble, or Peggy eats kibble, or they've had kibble, now they're saying to like eat maybe wet food, softer food. So after she had her teeth done, I boiled chicken thighs, rice and carrots, and I've been mashing that up for Lola, which is great because I can mash her tablets that she's having at the moment, and she's eating all of those. But I've also just signed up to Butternut Box, is that what it's called? Anyway, let me know if your dog uses anything like that, or what you do for wet food for your dog. That one looks pretty good because it's probably stuff that I could probably make all myself, but honestly just don't necessarily have the time. I got a voucher and I can't remember, I think I got 50% off my first 2 lots, so I get 2 weeks at a time. But where they've come, it actually looks like Lola could maybe not necessarily needs whole packet a day, because they're pretty good size for her. They've given me like a 60% refer a friend, like, you know, that everyone gets If anyone wants that, let me know, just because you save 60%. Wish I'd had that. But anyway, I got 2 weeks lot for £16. I don't know if that's bad or good. Like I said, I've always bought them kibble. But give me your recommendations. If your recommendation is just buy all the stuff and make it yourself, that's fine for sometimes. It's not fine for all the time. I'm not even necessarily organised enough to pre-make my own food. And I will obviously, I would just I need stuff that's easy. So let me know. I've tried that Tails before, but I think I had the dry food from there. Honestly, because I've never fed them wet food. It's just too messy. I've not wanted to. But now Lola's going to need it. So if you have any tips and tricks, to be honest, she seems to be doing alright. But literally nothing else to report really. Just work. I need to get back into YouTube. It's my happy place. I enjoy making videos. I need to get back into it. Still very much single, should probably start dating soon. Really just don't have the energy, but that is probably on my to-do list for sometime soon. Just stuck between love being single on my own and not wanting to die a spinster. You know, it's difficult, but I probably should. But yeah, apart from that, oh, I've got a couple of really exciting things coming up the next few weekends. So I'm going to like a, is it 90s and 2000s day festival next weekend in London. The following week, me and my friend on the Friday are going to be going, or we are going, got tickets for DJ Luck and MC Neat night in the Jazz Bar in London. I don't know. And then the following week after that, I think it's like a Kistery, is it, or Ibiza, yeah, Classic Ibiza Orchestra. That's in Beckenham on the 16th. So I've got some fun things. I never really do anything, so it's nice to have some things booked in and planned. It's also quite overwhelming, the idea of being hungover and planned weekends. I find it quite overwhelming having plans on weekends. I'm just one of those people that I would rather keep my weekends free, but then also I'm missing out on not doing stuff by doing that. So August is pretty much booked up. I'm really looking forward to it. Have no idea for outfits, and I keep going on TikTok and trying to find outfits, like ideas. I'm not having any luck. I don't know. I need to probably have a look at what I already own rather than buying new stuff. Just, I'm not that type of person that really has like festival outfits. I don't know. I need to have a proper look for it of what I got. Again, any suggestions, more than welcome. Go follow me over on Instagram, because I upload pictures weekly on a Sunday. I try and upload my weekly uploads of the week. Some weeks are great, some weeks are boring. Just food and pugs mainly on some weeks, which is not boring, but you know. Other weeks there's lots of stuff, and there's all my holiday pics over there as well, and you'll definitely see little videos of Lola in her new pram. But thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me. It's really just a quick update, but it's nice to catch up, and I'm gonna go and film some other videos now, including some empties hauls. I've got a quick Boohoo haul to try on, so yeah, keep an eye out for those. But thanks guys, it was lovely to see you, and I look forward to the next one. Bye.